All right, hello everybody. Welcome to my live stream of. It's a little confusing because in the title of this live stream, I have milk outside a bag, outside a bag. I can't even. I'm just gonna say milk outside a bag, but I'm actually going to be playing both because there is two games of the series. So first I'll be playing milk inside a bag, and then I will be playing milk outside of a bag. I just couldn't put both. It was going to be way too long of a title. So I will be playing both games. So we are going to be starting today with milk inside a bag. This is going to get so confusing so fast. So yeah, I don't really know too much about this game, but it was recommended to me on Steam based on other games that I played. They were cheap, so I'm like, all right, I'll pick them up. So yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to it. Clearly you guys are. I don't think I've had this many people like waiting for me to do a live stream in a while. and also just the comments. So all right, let's jump into it. Let's go ahead. So apparently the first game, this one is quite short, and then the other one is, they say, about an hour long. So yeah. All right, so the audio volume V. Okay, so let me know if the audio is okay. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm getting into with this. This is okay. This is really, wow. This is really pixelated. Help me buy milk. Okay, write down your name. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. I mean, I guess it's a pretty cheap game. But wow, this looks like it's from the 80s. I walk down the road to the store and rehearse my speech. I know it's something about like somebody who has like social anxiety or really bad anxiety or something. So I think it's just the idea of just someone having to, it seems like someone having to like pump themselves up and prepare themselves to go to the store and just buy some milk. Okay. So already getting a lot of comments in the chat. Trigger warning. Okay, Max Matto says, trigger warning for mental health topics and OCD imagery and thinking patterns. All right. So thank you for that. I think I should be okay, but for those of you who are stumbling into this and don't know what this is about, fair warning on that. It's been so long since I've been out of the house that I completely forgot what words to say when entering a store. I'm going to the store. Oh, okay, so we've got some choices here. Who are you talking to? Shut up and go already. I'll say, who are you talking to? I'm imagining as if I were a character in a game. What if it helps me gather my thoughts? What game? Well, you know, there are games where you can see the character's thoughts right on the screen, you know? So I thought, if someone's reading my mind, I need to be very focused so I don't blurt out too much. Haha. I take a deep breath of air. Hello, can I... Crap, I forgot. 19th attempt, and I'm failing again. I bite my lip in frustration. So, once again, hello, can I get... Wow, that's a whole word more. Oh boy, I'm already in a spiral here. Thank you, I'm trying my best. I think this time the I sound was longer than usual. Do you think that's it? Who knows? Hello, can I... Ugh, I wish I hadn't said anything. I'll say, don't worry, I'm going to try and be positive. I feel like there's not really going to be a good ending to this, but we're going to try and stay positive. Don't worry. Okay. By the way, you've been walking with your left foot on the pavement and your right foot on the grass for a full minute now. What? My right foot is frozen in the air. How much? 50 steps on the pavement and 51 in the grass. You have to undo the previous step. Okay, yeah, we're straight up going into like OCD very quickly. Hee hee hee. How did you imagine that? Or how do you imagine that? It's not the first time this has happened. You've been taught the right way, haven't you? Come on, you're so stupid. Both of these are not good, but I'll go with the less negative thing. I don't remember. I'm ready to burst into tears. Here we go again. So, step 1, take a step back to get your foot exactly to your own footprint. Wait a minute, what do you mean step 1? What then? But it's already the 52nd. Or wait, I'm going backwards. So then it's the 50th? It doesn't add up. Okay, step 50. Take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Could you rephrase it just a little bit? You can't just repeat a phrase without changing at least one word. People don't talk like that. You're hopeless. You make it sound like it's my fault. Man, what a fun way to spend a Saturday, huh? Like we're gonna, this is, I knew this was gonna be like kind of some dark stuff that we were gonna get into, but it's just, wow. I mean, I don't have this myself. I can only imagine how exhausting this must be to live with and deal with all the time. You make it sound like it's my fault. The store closes in an hour, so you'd be very, very guilty if you don't buy milk. Damn, really? Well, are you ready? Hell yes. I carefully move my foot backward, looking carefully into the dense grass. As I enter the store, I turn to the first person I see. Hello, can I... Oh, I can barely... What is that? I can barely make that out. Oh. Excuse me, what? 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 Oh. You shouldn't have done that. He's obviously not going to change his lines. You're on the risk of ending up in an endless loop. Excuse me, what? Oh. 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 What? Oh. What is he trying to tell you? He's trying to scare me, but how does he know I'm terrified by the letter O? What is so scary about it? I have a frightening image when I picture it in my head. I can show you. Explaining it won't be enough, but keep in mind... Oh! Well! Okay, that just jumped out. Huh. Something like that. Oh, also, I'm getting a comment in the chat. Max Matos also said, reminds me a bit of Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, where the, yes, I have heard that is, I have had that game recommended to me as well. Oh, would I be able to play that? I mean, I've heard that it can definitely, like, cause people to, feel very, like, I've heard people talk about this game and that it makes them feel very uncomfortable and stress them out. So, I mean, that's something... It definitely seems like an interesting game, but because it's the headphones and hear like the voices apparently like in the headphones can really fuck people up. I don't know. It could be a potential game, but it might be one of those games where I can't handle it after a certain amount of time. At least I know this game is short, you know? Something like that. So, I'll just continue to ignore his question. What? Oh. What? Oh. What? Oh. What? Oh. I gather all my will into a fist. Oh? Ah, Uno, reverse card. Oh, or not. My interlocutor shook and crawled away. You just repeated after him. And it worked. Do it more often. Wait, I said he crawled away. Did he really crawl away? I mean, I didn't even look in his direction. When exactly did you say that? Just now. Personally, I didn't hear it. You're just trying to distract me, but I know that my words were shown on the screen. I'm standing by the shelves. On the rack there are bags of milk. We both stand. And the milk lies? Or maybe. Huh, interesting that bags of milk. I mean, I guess this whole thing is called, like, inside a bag or outside a bag of milk. I didn't realize this was something that, like, I don't know where this takes place. I believe, based on the name, I believe whoever made this is Russian, I think. Because I live in Canada, and that's kind of like the joke about how we have bags of milk, at least in certain parts of Canada. So I didn't realize that was a thing elsewhere, instead of just like cartons of milk, where most people have. Hey, slow down. Do you even remember why you're here? To buy milk. So buy it. Right here? What do you expect me to say? I guess something like, not here. Not here, take the bag and go to the cash register or you're getting on my nerves. Okay, let's say take the bag and go to the cash register. I guess the first sentence. And you, as if out of spite, didn't pause before the second one. You want to rob me of my little victories? I sigh and reach out to take the milk, or rather, the bag with the milk inside. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag. Rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside. Come on, come on. 15 minutes before the store closes. Hurry up. Is this going to end with me, like, being so in my head that, like, by the time I get to the register, they're going to be closed and I don't even get my milk? I remembered what these games are called. Visual novels. By the way, the numbers are written there in full, with letters. Are visual novels worse than books? But there the authors are not lazy, so don't get lazy either. Wait, I thought only your thoughts were visible on the screen. Not anymore, so watch your mouth. Ahem. Oh, shoot. I skipped that. I'm on my way. Hello. Can I get some milk, please? Oh, creepy. You have it. Ah, give. I put a weighty bag on the register. Of course, not just the bag, but the milk too. Hi, can I have it, please? No. Please. No. But please, Mom will throw me out of the window if I get back without milk. No. But why not? Give more. But I don't have anything else. Hey. What, are you talking about money? They hate you, you're pathetic. Pay for the milk. Just pay for the milk. Really, what would I do without you? I take a crumpled bill out of my pocket and hand it to the cashier. I'm kind of glad that this is short because, like, even with, like, the pixelated graphics, it is quite, I don't know, like, disturbing, and I don't think I could handle if this was, like, an hours-long game. He starts to carefully examine it. Oh. Oh, geez. Oh, I can go, oh. I accidentally, like, hit the mouse. I didn't realize I could go backwards and well, that's interesting. Can I go back and, like, choose different decisions? Huh. Okay, we're gonna stick with my choices here. It took about 2 days before he nodded contentedly and put it into the cash register. Thank you, goodbye. Well, I got my milk. I walk down a familiar street past a gas station. A bag of milk unpleasantly tugs at my hand, reminding me of the days when I was in physical therapy. By the way, they gave me a bag at the checkout, so now I'm carrying a bag of milk in another bag. Don't think anything of it. I just love the pyramidal structure of verbal constructions. The gas station's getting closer. How are you feeling? Thank you for your interest. I feel like a mile-long bar of ice cream. What is that supposed to mean? As if I'd tell you. Okay, but I'm really interested or you're just a weirdo. Let's say I'm interested. Well, look, the ratio of water to milk and the volume of air occupied by me is about 30-to-1. And yeah, ice cream is not the best, unless you want to drink more than to eat. Anyway, the road from the store to the gas station is a stick, and the road from the gas station to home is ice cream. During today's walk, my body's been to every part of this path. Simple math. I see. I feel movement under my feet, asphalt grains, petrol stains. I'm trying to keep my balance. How do people move over something as uneven as the city plain? Gently, heel, toe, I count in my mind every meter of the path I walk. I even close my eyes for more concentration. Watch out. I unconsciously take a sharp step to the side. At the same moment, a huge bear rushes past me with a wild screech. Hey, I'm walking here. I cast a reproachful glance at the swiftly departing giant. Huh, interesting. Its red eyes in turn look at me with mockery. Did you see that? How brazen. It was a truck. Oh, really? Although, if you think about it, are there bears with eyes on the back of their heads? You could have died. Come on, are you saying someone would seriously want to kill an innocent girl carrying a bag of milk? You're sick, or the world is a cruel and dangerous place. We'll go with that one. I'm not in the world you're talking about. My journey continues. If you think about it, the road from the store has one interesting property. It adjusts to me in the most bizarre ways. When I'm in a hurry, all the traffic lights turn off helpfully. When I feel like crying, a cloud appears over me and pours rain streams that hide my tears. Right now, I can feel a cloud slowly gathering over the top of my head. I'm sad. Are you really sure that's happening? What else could it be? Has it ever occurred to you it's all in your head, or ... We'll say ... You know what? What? Since I'm a character in a visual novel, I want to talk to whoever's reading this right now. Oh gosh, okay. Oh boy, let's say it could hurt your recovery. I don't care, do you hear me? I forcefully squeeze my head with my hands and place a thought block. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bench, the perfect place for cliched visual novel monologues. I move closer, place a noticeably weighted bag of milk next to it, and raise my head to the sky. Listen, I'm a little embarrassed. I realize I'm going crazy. The medications are becoming less and less effective, so ultimately things will happen painlessly, I hope. Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh, can I type something? I'll just say no. I will be honest with you, and I expect the same from you, please. Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, what if I say yes? Really? I must be nothing like the model protagonist at all, huh? That's really interesting that it lets me actually type something. I guess I could have typed anything I wanted to, but to be honest, I haven't read many visual novels. Sometimes I regret it because now it costs me a lot of effort just to distinguish between letters and words. By the way, if you don't mind, I'd rather not name my diagnosis. Let at least you be the one who sees me for who I am. Even though I made you up, don't take that away from me, okay? How stupid does this all seem? From the very beginning, you've been following me, reading my delusional thoughts, hearing my silly conversations. I must seem crazy and weird to you. What is it like to see the world through my eyes? Ever since something happened, all I see is red blood everywhere. She said something about like physical recovery or something like that. Don't worry about me. I got used to it a long time ago. Admittedly, I'd even forgotten what other colors look like. Come on. Those monsters from the store, they didn't scare me at all. After all, I know they won't hurt me. Sometimes I think that they themselves are afraid of me. Can you imagine that? By the way, if you want to ask me what happened, please don't. Promise? I'll say yes. Really? Promise? Yes. Oh. If I just keep typing yes? What happens if I say no? Promise me. Okay, yes. No? Oh, I see. Promise. Okay, because she seems like you have to say the exact thing. Oh, I'm serious. Okay. I was like in a thing there. I'm just like, okay, she just wants very exact answers. Of course, you couldn't help but ask. In the end, I'm just talking to myself. Sooner or later, I would have brought it up. So you're really that interested in what happened to me? I won't waste time. What do you see? Oh, I'll just... Red? Red. Anyway, this is my dad. Some of his parts, at least. Whoa. We do have a very difficult family, but despite all the problems, I never would have thought... Sorry, I shouldn't have raised my voice. Anyway, he jumped out the window and died. This is my last memory. Then, a long gap. Well, I'm glad that it's pixelated. You just kind of like, it's like a Rorschach thing. It's just like, you see, like, I see that, I don't see anything. Until she says that, and then I'm just like, oh, okay. Strange, very strange. Today is the first time I've ever been able to buy something in a store without a major incident. Of course, the medicine helped me, however. I think it's more your merit. I kept thinking we mustn't screw up in front of the reader, or oh my god, what will he think? Don't assume my gender, come on now. I don't know why I decided to become a visual novel character for the sake of going to the store today, but it clearly paid off. Thank you. By the way, it seems to me that there are some boundaries in our communication. That's how I like it. And yet, I've been so sad lately. I've been thinking more and more about what my life has become, ever since my dad. Well, you know, day after day, it's the same thing. I tried so many medications that I hardly feel any difference between them anymore. Didn't she say, like, if we don't get milk, my mom will throw me out the window? I was like, obviously the relationship with the mother is probably a little strange, to say the least. As long as they help keep me on my feet, I'm happy. But you know what? Today is a special day because I have you. There's so much I want to tell you. You can't even... Oh, that was very rude of you. What? Oh no. I'm not going to pressure you. I'm just advising you to go home. I understand. Well, dear reader, shall we go? Okay. When I get to my floor, I hang over the railing. Repeating this action every day like a ritual, I stopped being afraid of heights altogether. A few minutes ago, the effects of the medicine finally wore off, so I just enjoy the blissful silence. When I am under the influence of drugs, terrible and unpleasant melodies sound in my head, mixing with the sounds of the world around me. They created terrible dissonance in my head. I turn around and go to my apartment. Oh, excuse me. Is that my mother? That must be my mother. Did you bring the milk? Hi, Mom. Oh, it's like a creepy doll. Did you bring the milk? Yes, Mom. Did your new medicine help? Yes, Mom. Go to bed. Yes, Mom. That's fucking creepy. Ah, milk bots achievement. Oh, okay, so that's it? Okay, well, I can see. Okay, well, I mean, they did say it was about 20 minutes long. Okay, so we're done with that. So now we've got this. I'm glad I didn't just play this game. This would be the quickest live stream ever. All right, so with that, now we're going to move on to milk outside of a bag of milk outside of a bag. And just from the little I've seen, the graphics definitely improve pretty exponentially. I appreciate that. Take care. All right. Oh, wow. Like already. Wow. Wow. It looks like just the juxtaposition between the first game and this one. Wow. Okay, so she's counting her steps, I'm guessing. Oh, already I'm just like, woo, I do not like... So this is just kind of like a quick little recap of what happens, which was literally just buying milk and then going home. Just the difference between like in what we saw in her head in the first game versus here, where it's just a normal transaction, but all the stuff that she was dealing with, seeing everybody as monsters, just seeing red, just like a completely mundane thing, but for her it's just like completely different. Oh god. Oh, well, So are we gonna see like what her mom actually looks like versus, you know, what she saw? All right, new game. Okay, already, wow, this is like so... like, I feel like this is the potential to be so much creepier because, like, I can see more, I can understand more of what I'm looking at rather than just blocky textures. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry. Mom told me to go to bed. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. That's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure that... Man, oh man, in this game, I think I've heard like this specific one is about 40 minutes to an hour. I'm just like, ooh, there might be some creepy shit that could happen in that time. I break into a run and dash toward the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or to calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now, don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers. But then I suddenly realize I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death, but wait. How can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No, 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 I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thought when my shoulder hits the door and it flew open. Oh boy. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside. But there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back. Nothing happens. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf, in a store, or on a table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world, and into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk toward my room through a narrow corridor. Oh, that's the mom, right? I meet a familiar formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. Oh, I hate this. It's so creepy. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. Oh gosh. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp like a blade. Again? I stared questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hands until my veins start bulging, and I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring the pain. I promised so many times. Stay put. What is... Oh, the moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin and the ring of tightly sprung sinews, but then the claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor, just like last time, but... Why? Why do I feel so hot? So I'm assuming this is the mom, like, what's happening right now? I feel my blood boiling. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from the pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by the throat, while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Kill me! Kill me! Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them all later. I need to remember. I need... A new wave of pain flashes over me, or washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instinct. Did she, like, did the mom, like, give her medication, or inject? Oh, okay, so it's just fine. Just as I said that, I see a comment. Common theory is that the claw is actually an EpiPen, and the MC is lactose intolerant. Interesting. I was thinking maybe the mom was, like, injecting her with some sort of, like, medicine if she was having, like, you know, she's freaking out, and maybe it was, like, something to, like, a drug to calm her down or something. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. But I guess, like, the foamy, like, they said, like, I vomit, like, foamy white stuff, so maybe it is, like, she's just sick. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. Okay, wow. Damn, like, this art style is cool. It's creepy, but... I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there was a time where the last minutes before I sleep were my favorite time of the day. I loved anticipating the inevitable moments where the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up for that moment's sake, lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away, as if somebody fished them out of my head one after another, until nothing was left. And now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. I can kind of understand where she comes on, like, I definitely enjoy sleep. I wouldn't say it's my thing I look forward to all day, but And then when you wake up, like, it feels like all your dreams, you don't remember them, they were just taken out of your head, but it's enjoyable while it lasts. And there's all her medications. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. I'd do anything to stall for just a little bit more time. A smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside you? It's funny talking about lactose intolerance. I don't think I'm fully lactose intolerant. I feel like I'm almost like adjacent. Like I'm on just the cusp of being lactose intolerant, but that doesn't stop me. I feel like people who are lactose intolerant, like it's the one illness or like an allergy or something where almost everybody I know who's lactose intolerant, they still will drink milk and like eat cheese and they don't care. And I'm kind of the same way. Okay, I gently press on the capsule from both sides, and to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright, red liquid pours out. Filthy, filthy. The pill flies straight to the waste bin, and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Next was a flat pill of the same blood red color. There were some letters printed out on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy, but it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No, no, no. I don't even want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. My head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to somebody right away. But not to my mom, she'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. All I can think of is, depending on where this is in the world, I'm just like, those medicines can't be cheap, you know? It's just, and then she's just, from her mind, she's like, no, I don't want to have any of these. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to figure this out myself. I'm kind of seeing it from like the mom's perspective a little bit. Also, like, I feel for her, of course. It's just like not wanting to take the medicine, but also I'm just like, oh my gosh, like that must be so expensive, seeing like all of those pill bottles. And then she's just like, the medicines don't work. But then she's like, it's just so, man, oh man, this is crazy. I love the art style, definitely, like, I don't know, it really amplifies it. This kind of reminds me a little bit of like a very more subdued version of Saya no Uta, where the main character, where he can just see gore and like red and everybody looks like monsters, and it's kind of like this a little bit for her. Besides, I really just want small talk. I wonder who's going to be my conversation partner. Is she gonna talk to me again? Hey. I bet she will be. Hi. Hey. Oh, she is. She's looking right at me. Hey, long time no see. It hasn't been an hour, dummy. You know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? Why does your voice sound so grim? Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the usual headaches, dizziness, exhaustion. Basically nothing I can't handle by myself. Oh, after all, now I know how to do it, so she's just kind of like taking her medication willy-nilly. Just like, I'm making my own concoctions. You didn't reply. Are you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? No, I'm pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you are too. That's not true. You need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now. Alright. I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything, and you? You can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. I can imagine how angry you are right now. I'll say I'm all beside myself. By the way, you're the one that's useless. Oh, jeez, I feel bad saying that. Empathetic. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright? So you're the one calling the shots now? Yeah. Well, let's see how long you can last. We'll see, yeah. Am I really that pathetic? Oh, I feel bad that I'm kind of being railroaded. Like, I have some choice, but at the end of the day, I'm still saying horrible things. Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin, and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not unexpected. At least I tried. Go wash your face, then we'll decide what to do with you. I'm in front of a mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery looks the walls are giving me, trying not to drown in their giggling. But then, me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. It's like she's living in Silent Hill, but it's her mind, and the music certainly, it's giving me those vibes too. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared, 2 by 2 squared, a square pyramid squared, oh my gosh, pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better, but my head is splitting apart now. I'll say, how do you feel? You're mocking me, right? I'm obligated to ask this at least a couple of times per session. I'll say, if you say so. What happened? Nothing, it's just... Don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. I gotta say, to a very, very, very minimal degree. I have sort of, like, she talks about how, I guess, to calm her down, she counts things. Like, I have... like my little rituals as well when I get because I get anxiety, and then sometimes I do have my little rituals where it's my anxiety makes me nauseous, which causes more anxiety because I have anxiety about being sick. So I have my little things that I do to help me as well, and it's just I know it probably doesn't do anything, it's like a placebo, but I mean, if it makes you feel better, you're gonna keep doing it. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? I'll say undoubtedly, I'll say whatever it was your decision. Does it even matter? What do you think? I can't be sure about anything, and you don't take me seriously anyway. And why did you do it? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. I just have a really bad feeling that this is gonna end, talking about her dad, jumping out the window or falling out of a window. The window is very, she has a very prominent window in her room, and I feel like there's choices here, so maybe there could be a quote-unquote good ending, but I feel like she's gonna go out that window. I don't know why, I just get that vibe. Just drink your medicine already, or I'll stop talking to you. You know what to do. Dejected, I reached out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallowed the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet, my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood in transparent coating travels down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth. I lie on the floor. I look up at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. That feels like some uncomfortable potential foreshadowing there. I don't know. Do you want to talk about it? No, I've had enough of talking. What do you want then? I just want to lie down for a bit. Even if the ceiling's bound to collapse, it won't be today. I'll say that. Can you stay silent, please? I need to get my thoughts in order. Okay, I'll try and stay silent. Until she wants to talk again. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches. Ugh, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind either way. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts, they're fireflies now, start whirling all around the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling makes me start losing my patience. Enough! I hate you! I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job, now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you? Should it? Oh boy, I'll say no? A lot of people act like this. Really? There's nothing shameful about snapping at someone, if you have a reason for it. You did have a reason, didn't you? You'll surely get better, believe me. And now start over. Every decision, every choice, everything I say to her feels like the wrong choice. I guess it's meant to feel that way. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. Oh no, if I stay silent, she'll be upset. Forget about them and go to bed. No, you don't get it. If I'm thinking about something, I need to finish my thoughts, or else. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They can be anywhere. Suddenly, I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please tell me you'll help me. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. That's the thing, I have no idea. This is weird. Will you tell me? Creepy. That looks like... I don't know what that is. Like, at first I thought maybe like a bird. Now it looks like an eye. Oh, it's an eye. I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They're so itchy. Why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Oh gosh, did you drink milk? I wonder if I tear out my eyelashes one after another, will my eyes stop itching? I wonder if I tear out my eyelashes one after another, all my eyelashes one after another. If I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, what have you done? I need to gather the glass, and then I need to have a bath, and then drink some milk. Oh! Ooh! Wait, first death? I got an achievement for a first death, apparently. I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. My thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No, 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 and no. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad. All the things should stay in their places, and that's it. Why? Is it because of her mom? Are you trying to come up with a reason, or you don't have to tell me if you don't want to? I'll say you don't have to tell me. I don't, and I won't. Alright, so we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything, even an inch? Yeah. My, oh my. I have an idea. Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now, I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games have moments where you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. Oh no. Well, this might take 20 minutes to do. It sounds so fun. What about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. This is so childish. Want to know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get into a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You're such a handful. I'd say you've already proven you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? I'll say that. Come on, don't be boring. I was just teasing you. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too. Let's begin. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? This is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey. What? Look down. I look down. After a moment, a small ball of light and warmth crawls out from under my sweater. Whoa, okay. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to find this firefly. Wow. There's smoke coming from your clothes. Whatever. What? What? Looks a little bigger than a firefly. It's like a mosquito? I don't know. I've seen fireflies, like I've seen them at nighttime, but I've never actually like held one or actually seen one up close. I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it was an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. One down. Let's look for the others. Yeah. Oh, I might have to look for them after all. Oh, I actually am too, aren't I? I look down. My school bag, worn down and silly, is almost screaming of its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are also regurgitating, decomposing and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. Oh boy, like if I click on everything, is she gonna have something to say about everything? Like every single thing in this room? What a cool image. I need to remember this. Totally not cool. Tell me what's inside your bag instead. Nothing special, mostly just sorts of books. I've taken out all the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in anything else. You used to go to school, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. Are you sure you understood my question? Do you think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. Alright, what did you like the most there? Well, the rooms are really bright, not like at home. That's it? Don't rush me, let me remember. Well, the beds were also soft, and the food was nice. By the way, I attended all the classes. The others always skipped. Oh boy, when she's talking about school, because she said there's beds, did she go to, like, I was thinking, I'm like, did she go to a boarding school? Or I'm like, but maybe also, like, maybe it was a hospital or something? Maybe she's misremembering school as, like, a hospital or, like, a psychiatric hospital? Because I'm like, where else would you sleep except a boarding school? I smiled gently, absorbed in warm memories, and I'm also thinking, like, bright colors, like maybe, I don't know. You never graduated, though. I might be overthinking it, yeah. Do you remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me I'm already too old for the school curriculum. I also realized that some time ago. The tasks were way too easy. Then we got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us there. We had dinner and went to our rooms. I guess that day has absolutely no special meaning for you. Is that the day that her dad died? What happened then? I don't remember. Does it even matter? Tell me about it again. Is your memory that bad? Please. Oh, fine. That day, Dad picked me up from school earlier, explained to me I needed to grow up. It's not like I could completely grasp what he meant. Either way, I didn't resist. We got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us, we had dinner together, and we went to our separate rooms. Satisfied? I'm not gonna say tell me about it. Maybe one more time. Dad dragged me out of the school building while I was scratching and biting. Oh, the teachers didn't interfere. That scene was ordinary for them. Who knows what the little brat has done? Then he pushed me into the car and we drove home in complete silence. Well, I'm glad I picked that again because that's definitely shedding a new light on it. Mom greeted us, we had dinner together, and went to our separate rooms. Please, let's not discuss this further. No, you'll tell me again. Dad bought milk on our way home. Again. I hate milk so much. Mom was not home. Again. I hate Mom so much. What happened next? Suddenly I feel someone's eyes on my back. Knowing that these moments should never ever be ignored, I turn around. But there's nothing there. What happened next? Everything that happened next happened after something that led to everything that happened, after what had happened. I look at my bag again. Light pouring into the room through the window glints on the metal parts. There's also a shadow underneath it, which also means it's real, sadly. Whatever, I don't care anyway. I almost end up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I managed to stop myself in the nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. It's already happened countless times. What do you mean you'll go blind? Oh my gosh, this is just about clicking one thing. This might take me a little bit longer than I thought. I spent months memorizing the location of every item in this room. That's why I can see them all so clearly and vividly. You won't get it. Look at your feet. I look down and see that a small insect is crawling toward me from my bag. It's barely glowing, and it can't fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it, then flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies toward me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter in my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while, and then goes silent. This one is kind of sad. I wonder why. It doesn't matter. What matters is it's no longer alone. Sure, let's continue searching. Alright, so the more fireflies we find, we'll learn more about her. Wow, there's quite a bit here. Ooh, this stuff, this interested me. I wasn't sure if these are these takeout things? Either way, it seems like something I shouldn't click, which means I'm gonna click it. Oh, I can't click it. Okay. I get close to the waste bin and look inside with curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, and other garbage. Boring. There's nothing here. Indeed, no self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage. Can't disagree with you here. Okay, that one was definitely shorter. Your usual notebook page is glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's the only kind of information I can take in without trouble. Dosage and side effects? Yeah. I thought you knew them by heart. Yeah. This is not your handwriting, isn't it? Of course it's not. Shaky, broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing. It's more like claw marks, so it's her mom's. Don't forget to thank your mom. I don't need your advice. My scream makes the pages rustle restlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in a businesslike manner, it takes off into a businesslike flight and ends up entering my businesslike ear. Hey. Let's continue searching. I look at the mound of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. Ooh, sound got a little creepy there. I don't want to think about it. I don't. What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless. I could have died. Calm down, you've already fixed it, or you'll ultimately die anyway, so why worry? So let's say that. Yes, because you ordered me to. Things could have been much worse. Yeah. I heave a deep sigh, come closer and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns. Pills rain down from it, and along with them, a firefly! Hooray! After circling above my head a couple of times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up into my arm, and upon reaching my shoulder, crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. I wonder how many... Oh, finished searching? Oh, well, I want to look around a little bit more. I just want to see, what she says about certain things. I turn my eyes toward an inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. There's a glass with a toothbrush sitting on it, and a small towel is hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight. My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. Okay, let's look somewhere else. Even if I found all the fireflies, I want to see what she says about stuff. I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet's hanging under the ceiling, at least 300 feet off the floor. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care at all. Like, totally, and I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit. Not even a smidgen of the littlest bit. Not even for 1,000th of a percent. That's how much I don't care. I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. From this moment on, I'm ignoring you. Oh no, you don't. Then act normal. Right, insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. I get close to the flower shelf. I sniff around. The leaves smell of dust and cardboard and death. You know those plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract insects. Well, we kind of don't have a choice here, you know? Still, you're right. Let's continue searching. Why don't you just throw them out? Weren't you listening to me at all? Ooh, I regret. Can we turn that off? Yeah, I'm like, no, I don't like that. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. It was our item. I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful, tell me about it. I insist. Whenever she says something is like boring and not worth talking about, and then she talks about you, it's very interesting. And it goes a lot into like, okay, what's going on with her? I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I've spent my whole days in front of the screen, games, drawing, engineering calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did, before entering the web. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Could you imagine? And as always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagined. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful. And here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? Either she, like, drops some, like, really interesting information, or you can see her, like, her mind just kind of, like, she just keeps repeating over and over again. Yeah. Right, fine. Suddenly a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it. It gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself. If only I knew what. It looks like a cipher. Don't you want to crack it? I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. So something about that laptop, she said, ever since she went to the web. So something's... I mean, the internet is not good for anybody, I feel like, depending on what you're looking for. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if coming back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about the further course of action that flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. So it let me finish searching pretty early on. I wonder if, depending on how many fireflies I find, if that will, like, change the ending. Okay, so I haven't checked here. I doubt it. All the compartments are locked. What if... I don't even want to think about what's inside. Who knows what I'll end up imagining. This is my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure no living creature would be able to resist the temptation to spend a minute or two inside. They'd want to dig deep into it with a couple of favorite items, close their eyes, and then... Did you fall asleep? Huh? I gently slap my cheeks to return myself to senses. It's already way past midnight. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time, but right now I can't. Let's continue searching. Maybe we'll find something inside. Nah, my thoughts don't have a feature of putting to sleep. Quite the contrary, they always cause insomnia, just like tonight. What? I said, searching here is meaningless. What's funny about that? I imagined myself being a firefly that's looking straight at a giant fan. And? I'd be jealous. The only thing preventing it from flying is the cage it's locked in, and the cable. It's like an inmate, if you think about it. It's so sad. Let's continue searching. Alright. Can I see anything about, like, this door, this window? I guess not. It's not easy to get out of here. That's foreboding. I look up toward a very high place under my ceiling. I can hear a countless number of small legs marching inside the AC unit. Oh well. What happened? Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We'd better look somewhere else. Why would cockroaches be there? Have you forgotten? You were the one who told me to think of my thoughts as cockroaches. Yes, but... They became fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't disappear just like that. So they occupy this place. Do you understand now? I'll pretend I do. Okay, I think we just have the note. Oh, there's still this, which I still can't click on. Okay, so we'll check the notes here. What are those? Oh, those. Those are the photos of my best memories, but they're blank. I stared at them so intensely I burned them with my eyes. Now they're just covering the cracks in the walls. Cracks? Forget it. Are we continuing the search or what? Okay, we are. Okay, so I guess, are we done searching here? Umbrella. Oh, the umbrella. The umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder, it's the only thing that defends me against the thunderclouds that gather under my ceiling. It's such a blessing it can do it without my help. Still, a firefly won't hide in a place like that. It will catch a cold and be unable to fly. Alright, you don't want to check? Why? I'm sure we won't find anything there. Okay, I think I got everything. I'll just do a quick other... I appreciate the fact that, you know, if you've checked something, you don't need to highlight it again. Except for the radio. I'm still so curious about what this means, but alright, we'll finish searching. I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much. It hurts you. I want to sleep. I understand the feeling, though, of, like, having your thoughts racing and you can't sleep. You just want to sleep. It's all you want to do, but you can't. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Oh, no. I said something about, like, don't be falling out that window. Don't be falling off that balcony. Oh god, go to the balcony, breathe in some air. Somehow those words triggered a panic attack in me. I mean, when she said her father fell out of a window, I don't blame her, even though she said she's not afraid of heights. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. This may sound silly, but I feel like someone's watching me. Alright, let's stay here. There's no one somebody cares about you that much. No, we'll say let's stay here. Yeah. What are you going to do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside a bag of milk. And yet... You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill? Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never ever. That's a goodbye then? No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I've blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but it was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Okay, fine. What's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrist and bite on my lower lip. Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? Yes. I'm also scared something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Okay, stop, I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you. So I'm wondering, like, based on my choices, does it make a difference? Like, would she, if I had made different choices, would she say that Still say that she's not going to be taking her pills anymore. I crawl to my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places. Bulging eyes with trembling, pale pupils. It was scary, you know? Then one day, I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well-deserved, I guess? It felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed here. I guess they like this place. It's like, she's speaking English, but in like a fractured way, where it's like you can sort of understand what she's saying, but also not at the same time. But in her mind, she's probably like, everything I'm saying makes perfect sense to her. They always follow my wake, peeping at me, and I'm kind of scared of them, and I can't even argue with them. But today? Like, in her mind, all these things are, like, real that are happening to her. Still too scared to tell me? Of course, they're still listening, you know? Use your hands. Alright. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. I was trying so hard. Don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax. Nobody can hear you. So, what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly, but it's not. And meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. Please no jump scare. Please no jump scare. Oh, we're back to this again. I like that it goes back to like the first style of game. I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrowly dim-lit alley, an awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? Finally. Ooh, I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. Then he takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him, confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name's Tresca. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like that. None of your business. And besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody here, it's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know, for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Tresca says that and strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that. You do understand that refusal is futile. Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird, constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko, and his name is stupid. Are we going or what? You can go, and I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Tresca puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you, I don't like you. He simply bursts out laughing in reply. I do like you, though. And he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. Our trip to the store went fine. Oh, this music. This droning sound. It's not even music. Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Tresca was walking way faster than me. And on the other hand, at times, he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. It's kind of like he's doing what she was doing, right? Where it's like he was, like, backtracing his steps. After reaching the store's doors, we are greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. Who had the bright idea to indicate their working hours this way? They probably have special staff for this. Someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. And what's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of this brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says, "We're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go. What are you waiting for? Huh? Oh yeah. After another round of going across the long row of canned products, we realize that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask somebody for directions. Sure. Hey, wait up. Tresca lets go of my hand and walks confidently towards one of the few store's customers. That person standing with her back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, can I can't hear neither the second part of his question nor the reply he gets. But my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking the customer straight in the eye. I hurry toward them. Is he yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grab Tresca's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and eyes popped. He's also shaking. What is, I don't even know what's going on. Then again, that's been me most of this game. Only when we turn around the corner, Tresca calms down. What was that? I got so scared. He said, what? No, not again. Suddenly, Tresca starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean, Sniff. Who, me? Tresca pushes me away and runs off. Drat. At the edge of my vision, I see the store staff hang a new sign on the door. There you are. I meet Tresca at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey you, move. I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that has formed after Tresca. I squeeze through towards him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is she imagining herself buying the milk? It was like that same situation where it's just she's the one showing him how to do it and he doesn't know how to buy the milk, or he freezes up when stuff happens. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Tresca starts giggling all of a sudden. For the fact that your son is a retard, too. Oh, should I said that word? I was just reading stuff. YouTube, please be cool. You heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier, much higher value than needed, even counting in all the stupid fees. Then grab a bag of milk and turn around on my heels. We're leaving, Tresca. She's definitely much more confident than she was when she was actually buying the milk. We spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right toward a gas station. There, Tresca finally breaks his silence. Do you like ice cream? And he's talking about ice cream, where she said, how she's ice cream or something? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment and then goes out. You know, he turns away from the path and walks straight toward the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. The truck's gonna come, right? Oh god, no. It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Tresca's eyes. What in the world? Wait, what? That's it? Oh. Okay. All right. Well, interesting. I don't know if there's gonna be any sort of post like post-credit stuff going on, but that was I mean, I guess I didn't know what I was going into, what I was expecting. Like the first part, the milk inside a bag of milk, like that I could understand, was like, okay, it's this girl, she's got like really bad anxiety, a couple of other things, OCD, and she's just trying to like buy some milk, and she's just like, she visualizes things differently. Okay, so apparently that was one of the endings I could get, because I'm just like, I don't know what just happened. So there are multiple endings, good to know. I don't know if there was a point where I could have saved or anything, but I don't know how much different they get, but like, I'm trying to process what just happened, because like the second game definitely felt more, it's weird to say it felt more abstract than the first one, but like, I didn't quite understand what was going on a lot of the time. Like, I understood like the fireflies representing her thoughts and like insomnia, and like she's talking about her medication, but like that whole part at the end with the dream, I'm just like, what the fuck? What? Okay, well that makes me kind of like want to go back and try and see what the other endings are like. Maybe, like, I don't know if that was a good ending, it was just an ending. I don't know if there are good or bad endings. If I hit continue, oh, it looks like I can't because I never saved it. I didn't know if you could. Yeah, I have to be honest with you guys, I'm not quite sure what the heck I just played. That was definitely very, interesting for sure. It definitely, like, a different take on, I play, like, a lot of games that deal with, like, issues with, like mental illness or, things like that, like characters who've got things going, but I felt like that was, like, probably one of the more fascinating ones, just to think, like, go into the way that like some people can think, and just seeing it from their point of view just for a short amount of time is just like, oh my gosh, like that is, it must be just be exhausting, like to live that way, to just have all of these thoughts and not be able to stop them, and at some points like know that like it's a weird way to think about things, but also in some way like you feel like your way of thinking is also completely logical to you, but also illogical at the same time. Yeah. Okay, good to know. So apparently you can save at any point by pressing escape. Okay, well this is something I'm like, I think I'm gonna play this on my own time and like check the different endings out, because I'm really curious to see what the endings are all about. This is one of the more confused I've ever been after finishing. I'm like, I don't even know what to think right now. I think all I need to do is just play something or watch something that's a little bit happier, because that was just like depressing. That was depressing as hell and just strange, and I'm sure that's exactly what it was going for. But yeah, that's gonna be my playthrough of both the milk inside a bag of milk, inside a bag of milk, and also milk outside a bag of milk, outside a bag of milk. Definitely one of the more interesting games I've played. I still don't quite know how to feel about it though. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my playthrough of it. If this is your first time seeing it, it's super inexpensive to get these games if you want to like experience it for yourself, and if you want to like see what the other endings are. This is the kind of game that makes me like want to go and like do like a deep dive into it. I want to go on message boards. I want to see other people's interpretations of it, because I feel really dumb that I'm just like, I didn't quite get it. I don't know. But either way, we're going to wrap things up. I promise the next game I play is probably going to be a little bit less abstract, a little bit more cheerful, hopefully. So I have finished How to Date a Magical Girl recently, so I'm going to be starting a new series next week. I have a couple of games that I'm deciding between, so I will let you guys know. If you would like to check out my Twitter, @RoseMatterPlays, I will probably announce it on there, like when I will be live streaming next and what game I will be live streaming. And of course, you can keep an eye on notifications for my channel, and you can see what I'm going to be live streaming next. So I hope you guys enjoyed my playthrough of this, and I will catch you hopefully next time for whatever game I will be live streaming next. Until then, bye guys, and have a great rest of your weekend.